The NFL Scouting Combine goes beyond just a one-day showcase. And here to give us a behind-the-scenes glimpse is IMG Director of Performance, Trevor Moai.
I hear this is where everything's happening behind the scenes.
Yes. The way the Combine is set up is to put a player in the worst possible position to perform at their best. So it's really a war of attrition. It's social Darwinism at its finest. Can you survive these intense 4 days?
That's where Trevor and his IMG team come in to train their 25 prospects, including guys like Cam Newton and Mark Ingram, to maximize survival during the 4-day marathon. This process begins 8 weeks prior to the Combine. And what does it exactly entail? Jeff Dillman, head of physical conditioning at IMG, explains.
It's a 360-degree approach to training. You got to train everything. Performance isn't physical anymore. It's mental. It's nutrition. It's eye vision training. It's teaching them how to communicate. You know, and doing all those little pieces are just as important as the big piece. So now we got Will Rackley here is from Lehigh, and Will's going through a manipulation on the piriformis. What we're doing is vibration technology is very important because it's all about massaging the muscle. You can also use it for muscle activation. Very important for recovery, you know, in the body. And we do this on a daily basis with our athletes at the IMG Performance Institute. You know, other pieces of the puzzle that we do is from the vibration, he'll go through different positions so to activate different muscles. Then we use that and then move over to the trigger point therapy. It's over here up against the wall, doing different myofascial releases. Basically all getting prepared for the big day.
How IMG Performance Training has prepared you for the NFL Combine?
Done a lot of different ways, from just getting my weight to where I wanted to be, to interviews, to how to conduct myself, you know, when we have downtime and all that type of deal. So I think it's pretty much like the one-stop shop.
What we've got here is we've got kind of a variety of different things. First of all, as crazy as it seems, we've got a hyperbaric chamber.
Well, I was going to ask what that was. That looks pretty interesting.
Guys kind of in and out of the training have been utilizing the hyperbaric chamber as a way to recover quicker.
It's kind of like you get your ears popping because of the pressure change. So it's kind of like when you get in the airplane. But over time, as he said before, you start getting the condensation on the windows from releasing the toxins out your body. But I think I've seen the change over time. It's definitely sped up recovery on some of the bumps and bruises that I had.
We talk about myofascial release. It's all about prepping the muscle before you use it. So Will's here rolling out on the Grid, which is a trigger point therapy product. We also have an ankle baller, a quad baller. We have a single ball. He does some double ball manipulations to the muscle, basically getting it prepared, you know, for training and basically loosen the muscles up. To define it, make it simple terms, is you got to prep the muscle before you ever use it. You know, it's just like in the morning, when you get up, you brush your teeth. You got to keep the teeth clean. You got to keep the muscles clean, and that's what he's doing right now. And he's been doing it now for about a 9-week period, and he's seeing that it makes a difference. You know, because if you don't believe it unless you do it, and you know, anybody out there that hasn't tried it, I'm telling you, it's a game changer for everybody.
But the biggest game changer is arguably the mental test, something that's unique to the Combine itself.
Tell me how they're able, the difference between going from college, right, and then jumping to something this extreme.
Yeah, in college typically you're training, you're preparing, and you're playing. This one, it's a huge component to the Combine is mental toughness. It's the way you bring your brand. So if I'm Fox or I'm Scout, I have a brand, and I want to bring my brand forward. These guys many times they've only seen these guys on TV. This is their first chance to see them physically, first chance for them to say, "Hi, Kristen," and what's my body language like, all the different types of things. And then in the interviews, you've only got 15 minutes with a prospect. That's not a lot of time. And more importantly, day 3 is all psychological testing. So that's the 400-question test that are famous from, you know, would you rather be a tiger or would you rather be a kitty cat? You know, I mean, all these types of things. And you have to know how to answer those questions. You have to take it all seriously.
We talked to offensive tackle James Brewer of Indiana about the physical and mental challenges.
The mental stuff, I think, was actually more important than the physical stuff, because even with like the running and all that stuff, it's more mental than physical, because they're not like Seagrave. His goal isn't to make you, like, he can't make you faster just by say, hey, I'm more in here, okay, you're faster now. It's like he teaches you all these techniques, but you gotta that's mental. You know, the techniques, the repetition, all that stuff is mental. You know, doing this stuff with Shimbaum and getting ready to talk to people, that's mental. You know, the Wonderlic training with Angus, which I think is really big. You know, once again, that's mental. So I think for me, just all the non-physical stuff is, you know, I think the things that'll keep going on the most for me.
Talk about how much the game is not just about what happens on the field, but also behind the scenes and the mental preparation.
Oh, it's a lot about that. Just these past 2 days, it was nothing but staying up late, waking up early, a lot of medical things, a lot of waiting around. If you're an impatient person, you're not going to like this process. So.
Mental fortitude has proven to be crucial, as seen with Peyton Manning.
Here in Indianapolis, they chose Peyton Manning many years ago over Ryan Leaf, based in large part off psychological testing, because at that point it would be hard to say that Peyton Manning was the better player than Ryan Leaf, but if you just looked at their college careers. So that's why I think this Combine's about, it's a 360-degree approach to evaluating an athlete.
So where does Cam Newton and Mark Ingram stand?
Mark's a gamer. I mean, he's put the time in, he's prepared, he's trained, he's worked his tail off, and he's going to go out and he's going to execute. He understands this. He understands what the process is all about. And then Cam's a performer as well. Cam understands what this is all about. He's put the time in. He's done a great job working with you know, Coach Whitfield and all the different people that have worked with him. And then from IMG perspective, you know, helping to make sure that he understands the testing procedures and the policies and you know, what to expect. And I think, you know, for the big guys, it's obviously important. And it's an opportunity for them, you know, so for a Cam Newton and a Mark Ingram, it's an opportunity to sort of enhance their stock. But they've already really established themselves. I think for some other guys, maybe like a James Brewer or a Brandon Fusk or some of those guys, it's even more of an opportunity.
For more of a behind-the-scenes look at the NFL Scouting Combine, keep it here at foxsports.com and scout.com.